It's hot. It's hot. It's 90 something degrees out here. We got cloud cover though. It's hot. I got a fan running. We're gonna do some stuff at the distillery. Yeah, boy. Get everything organized and situated. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I am the Old Humble Guy, your host. This is what we're doing today. Looky there. I got my stuff kicking in the background. I got my barrels over here. We're going to do some stuff. How's that sound? Sound fun? Should be.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
Get yours today. They did good work. I like those girls. They did fine. They did just fine. They did good work. It's time to get this commercial updated though. Trying to get my phone plugged in, then we'll get cracking on the build. How's that sound? Sound good? Should sound good. Because I have a great microphone. Paid for by my viewers. Y'all are awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I'm the Old Humble Guy. I'm your spirit guide. I'm your host. I'm your general overall bad influence. And I'm also hot. So what we're doing today, oh, look, my still's right there in the background. I'm not sure if that's, which one is it, J-Lo or Shakira? J-Lo? Maybe Shakira. Doesn't matter. They're both identical. All right, so we're doing this. We're building out that, I've been talking about this for a few weeks now. I finally got everything kind of organized and set up, and we're ready to start the production. So I'm going to quit flapping my jaws. We're going to get over here and do some work. How's that sound? Sounds great, Old Humble Guy. Good. Okay, I know it's a Saturday afternoon. Y'all have stuff to do. If you're here watching this, I do appreciate you joining me for the show. I haven't had lunch, so you might hear me eating beef jerky in the background. Perils of the gig. Beef jerky. Ow! I'm wearing my flats. They're not the best shoes for this. They have very thin soles. They hurt like a bitch when I step on rocks. 0 of 10, do not recommend. I don't know if I'm going to need that. This is a great countertop, but it is too small for my purposes. So it is my cutting. It is my bench top. It works. I don't know if I'm actually going to need that, but I have it. As I walk in front of the camera. Forgive me if I don't directly interact with chat the whole time. As chat's way over there by the TV behind the camera. All right. But first things first. I got new screws. I don't understand why they even make those stupid star head screws with the special bit. It's just dumb. It's a waste of time and money and energy. People go and they get screws and they come back with the wrong screws and they're just mad. Ugh. Well, I am, at least. I'm mad. No reason to even be. But there they are. all being. If you're a Boy Scout, this should give you all kinds of heartburn. Me playing with my damn knife, waving it around like a drunken sailor. All right, so I've got these screws. They're not long enough, but they'll work for the purpose that I need. Just need to kind of go in, tie this in, hold that thing there. Got 4-inch screws, a 3.5-inch board that I have to go through. So I'm going to use my Forstner bit, bore a little hole in there a little bit, so I can put my screw a little bit deeper where it needs to go. It's not the best way to podge things together, but it works. It solves the problem, which I created. I need to go get my other drill, my other tool. For those of you unfamiliar, I am the Old Humble guy. This is the Old Humble Distilling Company. I am the owner and proprietor of this here shop. We make whiskey, not rum, not vodka. We make whiskey. We make vodka. I take that back. We do make a vodka. We have a vodka that we make for a third party outside partner. It is really good vodka. We sell under the label of Gold Grand 79 vodka. This is the bottle. It is delicious vodka. Can't find my drill. Where is it? Son of a gun. Did I leave my drill at the house? This is my drill. Where's my impact hammer? Or my impact drill? It's always something. Oh, I know where it's at. It's got to be over here. In my toolbox. There it is. Hello, my friend. You are going to come in very handy today. Whether you want to be handy or not, you will come in very handy today. Cheers to chat. Anybody joining us? You will likely hear me talking to myself most of this afternoon. All right. That might be a little wide for my purposes. I only need to go in a half inch or so. Just deep enough to give myself a place for the screw to bite. And if I was smart, I'd be doing this on a tabletop. So I'm going to act smart. All right, that'll do. And this one. That'll do. And then one more. There we go. That'll work. All right. So literally what this is going to do, that just makes the holes shallow enough for the actual screws to go into. so that they'll bite into the upright here that I'm trying to send it to. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Perfect. 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 So if y'all are new here, you should know we make whiskey products, and Good Times, which is a whiskey product, in my humble opinion. The H is indeed silent. Oh. And I am not a carpenter, not a woodworker, which is why I just tried to use my impact drill without a battery. It's kind of dumb sometimes. Sometimes I'm kind of dumb. And I'm like, why isn't this working? And like I just missed an entire damn board. All right, down to my butt. Screw this back out. All right. There we go. Exactly where, almost where I needed to be. I'm bad at this. All right, one more try. There we go. That will do. It's not great, but it'll do. Okay. Make sure we're at least the right angles. Sorry about that. That was loud. And of course, this is also going to be stationary. So I'm not particularly worried about it being super sturdy or anything. Just so long it stays where it's supposed to and doesn't go wandering off, it'll be good. One more screw I want to put in the middle for structure. I don't really need one more down to the bottom, but I might. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted right there, baby. Beauty. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Now, I need to put my crossboard up here on the top. And this one over here as well. So this guy goes up here. Get my clamp from the car. To hold this bad boy in place. I need my other clamp from the from my office. And while I walk over here, I will check chat. Hi. Who we got on here? Bourbon Ron's in the house. What's up, my man, Bourbon Ron? Bourbon Rendezvous gets his name added to the list of folks in the drawing from our Wheel of Doom and Glory for our gift pack of sample whiskeys. That would be that magical cigar box that I have back at my home office, which has our straight whiskey, special reserve, double oak rye, and Boomtown Bourbon. It's got a little bit of everything. The legendary Boomtown Bourbon. There we go. Nice and lined up. Nice and lined up. All right, let's get some screws in here. Screw this. Jesus. All right, so these screws are a little bit long. They kind of hang out on the side. Not ideal, not optimal, but I'll put them in at an angle and it should be fine. Yeah, that works out good. Put them at a slight angle down. Works out good. Beautiful. And it holds it in nice and tight too. Good. It popped. Something popped. Oh, it didn't. It's fine. Everything's fine. I just realized that's like right next to the microphone. That's got to be loud as hell. Sorry, guys. Loud as hell. My apologies. So this bar is going to sit in the back corner of the tasting room, where, where the bar is going to be, duh. But the tasting room is not quite built out yet, so might be a little too late for this. Yeah, a little bit too late to adjust that. That's fine. That's fine. The bar is going to sit on the uprights. This is just kind of support for the bar. Lesson number 1, do the screws on both ends first. Then you don't run into this problem where your cross beam is just slightly off level, but it's not that big of a deal. And we're off by like a quarter of an inch maybe. Not that big of a problem, not that big of a deal. Who else is in the shop? Cancer Mouse is joining us. Lover of movies, cheer, lover of movies. MGC. Yeah, Cancer Mouse, I'm building a bar. This is the bar that I've been talking about now for months, probably. It's literally made with scrap wood of stuff I have laying around the distillery. We're going to polish it, clean it up a lot. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful, I tells you. This 2x6 is going to act as a strut to hold the, you like my strut? Doot-to-do. Strutting my way on over to you. It's going to act as a strut on this side to hold the bar up. But it will also act as a place where if you really want to, you can kind of stage up drinks. It's thick enough that it can act as a tabletop, but really, it's not. It's not it's just there to kind of give levels this out to up here, and I've got to tie it into the edge right here real quick. There we go. Do one more right here. I think that's even at a right angle. Yeah, it is. How about that? Bravo to me. But it just ties everything. It's like that rug. Just really ties everything together. So then on top of here, I will put this, which is my bar top. And we're going to cut this down, sand it down, and it will be the bar top right here. We're going to polish it, sand it down, polish it, smooth it all out, and it will be the bar top. Now, the question is, should I tack this onto the outside or put it on the inside? I think I'm going to tack it onto the outside right here. And then I don't have to taper it. I can just smack it on right there. Boom. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim this down to the right length of the bar. This my strut. Doot to do. We grab my phone and bring it on over here to the bar. And once again, a reminder, everyone whose name I see in chat, y'all will be added to the list of names that are going into the will be used for the Wheel of Doom and Glory. Where's my... I've set my speed square down 3 different times, and 3 different times I've lost my damn speed square. Where's my speed square at? Didn't have it attached. Swear to God, I would lose my freaking... There it is. It's on the ground. Y'all could see it, couldn't you? God damn it. All right. It looks like that side is the straight side. So I'm actually going to flip it over. It actually looks like a smoother, cleaner side to the board as well. So I'm going to... There, that's fine. Give me this. There we go. Beautiful. For applications like this, I like to use my chopping saw. Ron, I saw your comment, but I haven't read it yet. Something about Texas funk. I can recommend some really good bands if that's some music you want to find. There we go. Every time I do this, I feel like I'm going to electrocute myself. I don't know why, but I do. All right, let me see, what did Ron say? Try to track down that funk is... Oh, yours does not have it. Garrison Brothers is about the heaviest in the funk area, but others have it too. Ron, that is probably That's probably the heat that comes with the distillation, or not the distillation, the heat that comes with the fermentation. God damn it, not fermentation. Well, probably partly the fermentation, but also partly the aging process. The heat that comes into the aging process when they're aging. Garrison Brothers. All right, hold on, guys. Garrison Brothers is famously aggressive with their aging process. Very, very aggressively aged. Goes right out in that Texas heat. Like they put it in a field and a storage container, whatever it is that they do. They're very aggressive with their aging. We're less aggressive with our aging because, well, partly because some of what we do is sourced, but even our Boomtown, we're less aggressive with the aging, because we understand that, a year in Texas is not the same as a year in Kentucky. So I don't need to do 5-year bourbon here in Texas. I mean, 3-year bourbon in Texas is going to give you a damn tasty flavor profile. And a whiskey that's equivalent to 7 years out of Kentucky. Or maybe 5 years out of Kentucky. So you don't have to have that same aggressive profile. You don't have to have the same amount of time in the barrel. And a lot of the folks, a lot of these distilleries here in Texas are very proud of their aggressive aging style. Us, I don't mind the aggressive aging style, but my whole philosophy when it comes to whiskey is about balance. It's all about balance, balance, balance. And I really, really, really want my whiskey level as a motherfucker there. I want my whiskey to be balanced. Not too much of one thing, not too much of anything else. Really all about the balance. Namaste. You know what I mean? Namaste, motherfuckers. Namaste. That's how we do things. Thank you, Ron. Johnny on the spot there. This bar top is extremely, well, I don't know if it's the bar top that's not straight or if it's just that bracket over there that's not straight, but I'll straighten it out. Okay, 3 of these on that end over there. 1, 2, 3. Then straighten it out over there. Now I'm going to need to cut this off, but I want to keep that end over there before I cut it off because that's going to give me more leverage to shift this when it's time to shift it, which will be right now. But this is a little insight into the stuff we have to do around here. I could buy a bar if I had an extra $300-400 laying around. I could just buy a handmade bar, and it would be really nice looking. Complete with a cabinet on the inside that would hold everything. It'd be great. But I'm not made of money. As you can see, I'm made of mostly butter and mayonnaise. So I have to make stuff. That's what I do. But I do want to talk one just while I got y'all here. I'm going to talk about a pet peeve I got. People who back into parking spaces. Like, those people, like, generally, you back into a parking space, that's fine. There's nobody around you. If you're not, like, holding up traffic, you're coming into the parking lot, It's late at night, easy escape. Whatever, you pull through, you back in, that's fine. But man, if you got people there waiting on you, and you're like, drive past the parking spot, and like there's a line of cars behind you, and they're waiting on you, and you have the audacity to sit there and be like, no, I'm just gonna back into this. Man, you got some damn nerve. And then if you back into a spot and double park, boy, there's some people that need to be dragged out of their cars and beat. You know, it's the people that double park in handicap spots. Those guys dragged out and beat. But man, if you're gonna be double, like backing into a spot and screwing up parking, boy, there's a special place in hell for people like you. All right, here it comes. Perfect cut. Absolutely perfect cut. Took me by surprise there. The blade wasn't moving there for a second. Took me a little bit by surprise. Perfect cut. This isn't quite level here, but that's not that big of a deal. The bar slopes down a little bit over here on the edge, but that's not that big of a problem. I can fix that in the middle with these screws, and I'm gonna do it. In fact, what I might do is just loosen this up a little bit. There we go. Maybe I'll put some shims under there or something to straighten it out. But yeah, there's this lady at the Ace Hardware. And I know it was a lady because I saw her get out of her car. Totally backed into a spot. I didn't have to wait on her. Backed into the spot at an angle. Double parked. Got a triple parked. Because she was in two spots, in and out like this, but then she went far enough back. She came in an angle, so she was in this spot, and she went so far back, she went to the one behind her. It's like, man, what on earth? Why are you even? So annoying, so frustrating. Some people just shouldn't be allowed to drive, park, anything. Now this brace that I put in on top of the bar, its main function of it was to hold the uprights together. Because it had originally been back here on the bar, so I took it off and put it on the other side. And I do have something I can put over here. I got some wood I can put over there to level that out. Just remembered, I do. This should do the trick. Right here. A few of these. These are pretty much useless strapping pieces, but they will be absolutely perfect for what I need them to do. Yeah, that'll do the trick. 100%. All right. So out you go. Whoop, come on. Out you go. And also the people who order, who insist on having a supreme pizza. And there's a whole group of people who's like, pepperoni, no, let's get one supreme. And then they eat the pepperoni pizza that everybody else orders. Those people, they're almost as bad as the backward parking monsters. All right, need my pry bar and maybe my hammer. You know, pry bars are really handy tools. They are really, you know, when you have something that needs to be done, a pry bar almost always will see to it that it gets done. Hammer. Get in there. I have a bar. This is an honest to God bar right now. There we go. All right. And I even have a handsaw that will do for me exactly what this job requires. Doot, 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 doot. I need one more of these little strips, and I can do it right here. Come on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a screw right through these boards. Anchor them in. Anchor in my bar top. Then everything will be set. Then I'm going to cut them down to size. We'll be good. All right. Perfect. Hi, Vanessa Kitty. Cheers to Miss Kitty. Oops. But even people who park wrongly backwards into a parking spot are better than the hardware companies that make those stupid non-traditional screws. You got Phillips, you got flathead. Those are the only two you need. These stupid star head screws and hex head screws, and I mean, nobody needs that crap. Nobody needs that crap. And you're out here building this, using these stupid screws with the stupid specialty screw bits. You people are horrible. I don't know who you are. I assume you are spawns of Satan, as you know, one would expect for somebody who would do such a thing. There we go. Look at that. Upside down sawing. I'm that good. Sell the bar for $1,000. That would be, man, that would be something, wouldn't it? Sell the bar for $1,000. Okay, so it feels pretty sturdy here in the middle. I don't think I really need to worry about it sagging or losing any integrity in the middle. It's pretty, it'll hold drinks. I mean, if I need to put a brace in the middle, I can, but I don't think I need to. I think it's pretty well. I think it's pretty well supported there. Okay? Good, good, good. Now, next up is inside. So I've got this tabletop here that we're going to put in. So I'm going to have this tabletop space right here, and then a countertop space down here. I'm going to put this in first. And that's going to be this right here. basically that right there. So I need to put a brace on this side to screw this into, and I've got that brace on that side to hold it in. And that's what this is for. It goes right here. All right. So cool. What do I do with my level? There it is. Make sure the shelves are level. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not only level, yeah, boy. It's level in both directions. Yeah, boy. Gonna have a fucking bar. This is exciting. I'm so excited about this. So damn excited. You have no idea how excited I am. All right. A pencil. There it is. What do we got? Anybody else? Recycle, reuse. Thinking bar height. Leather campaign chair, 30-inch seat height. This table back here in the back, the prep table, is right at 30-something inches. It's right about the same height as our tables over here. All right. Make sure that's square. It is. With the speed square and everything. Perfect. All right. Chop saw. Ready. Okay. All right, watch your ears, boys and girls. Here it comes. I'm not a carpenter. Barely a woodworker. I make whiskey. Now, we did have a podcast recorded here earlier today. God dang it. All right. With Los Comedy Compadres. Los Comedy Compadres, a comic group that we will hopefully be working with more times in the future to do some great shows here at the distillery. Nope, wrong screws. They're fun guys, good guys. I like them. I'm going to make myself a drink at this bar as soon as it's done. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. All right. Bring you down here. You and you. Join me down on the floor, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's where I want it to be on this end. So, start. Okay. Now, I start with one screw. I screw it in order to level it out. But I do want to make sure it's flush with these crossbars. So I start there. There we go. Now, all I got to do is adjust this one to make sure it stays level. And we're in. Oh, like why isn't it going into the wood? Because it's not going into the wood. There's a screw there. All right. I need to move you about that much over. Let's see here. Get you up. Yeah. There we go. Put you over here now. Nope. Need you to be right there. There we go. Now I have a shelf bracket that is level with the floor. Hot diggity damn. Put one more screw in here to keep it nice and sturdy. This thing ain't going anywhere. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Now, this shelf is going to be just for the ice, mostly. It'll be ice and just random things. So it'll go here. And that will be, it'll hold up, that's where our ice chest will go. If I really want to be fancy, I can put another foot over here to help brace it. And I just might do that because I think I have another hunk of wood laying around that'll serve that purpose specifically. I know I've got that hunk of wood, but I need that hunk of wood for stuff. Have anything down here that'll do it? Probably. Is that one? Yeah, that's one, but it's long. It's awfully long. I only need it to be about, how long do I need it to be? Tape measure? Tape measure? Anybody see my tape measure? Ah, there it is, back here. What we got, Vanessa? Nick Nepper's in the house. Cheers. So I need to, if I'm going to do it, I need it to be about 21 3/4 inches. Let me see if I got a piece of wood back here that's about the right size. And just a reminder, every name that I see come up in chat, oh yeah, I got one that'll work right here. Every name that I see come up in chat will be added to the Wheel of Doom and Glory, our periodic giveaway. That'll be perfect. 21 3/4 inches. All right. No problem, no problem. Let me screw that thing in first. Actually, no, before I screw it in, I'm going to cut this measure cut right there. So it'll be nice and perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah. Okay. This is, for the amount of time that I've been thinking about this, this is all coming together real quick, real fast. This is nice. I'm happy about this. Very, very happy. All right. I forgot to tell y'all to watch your ears. Sorry. Years of being a dad has trained me to tell people to watch their ears. I should have known to tell you to do it, but I didn't. All right. Where's my drill? There it is. Hammer. Impact. There we go. That one. This is as right angled as you can possibly get. This is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's do another one here. And one more, let's say here. All right. Where's my leg? It's right here. Haha. Is it too long? Or is it just right? Let's see here. That's straight. 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 Nope, it's just right. It's just the this kind of leaned back a little bit, I suppose. All right. In you go, little buddy. All right. And one more. There we go. Fit for a king. Perfect. 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 All right. So we have our serving top, our ice box, and ice bucket space. It's just for an ice chest. It's nothing fancy. At least it's not intended to be anything fancy. I mean, literally, it's just going to hold an igloo ice chest. That's it. Specifically requested by Miss Lisa. Speaking of which, I need to hydrate. All right. Now this is going to be the toughest one of them all. Because this is an amalgamation of boards here. These boards here are going to go there. And they're basically going to go across the same width as this plywood up here. But what they're going to do, they don't go the whole length. So I'm going to have to cut one in half. Or almost in half. I have to cut this one to do here and here. And then cut this one to go here. And then take this board here at my feet. And put a bracket here. Like this. No. I'll put a bracket like that. A bracket like this. A bracket like this. And a bracket like this. 3 little brackets here. And this will be screwed into this piece of wood here. And then this, well, it's going to be a little bit shorter than that. But then these will basically be here, here, and here. And then I'll have one of them right here, kind of knucked into those two to hold it up on this end. And then that's that. And then I'll sand this down and plane it down so it's nice and smooth. But this is going to be the worktop. This is going to be the worktop where they actually make the drinks. This will be where the ice is. Yeah. So the ice bucket will be like literally right here with a little space under here for odds and ends and whatnot. Purses, wallets, keys. And then this table will be right here, this little workspace right here. Make the drinks, set them up for sale. There you go. And we could cut a basin in here for All right, we'll worry about that in due time. Not today. Not this time. Not right now. Okay, but this one will start. There went that one. Perfect. 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 Okay. Cut that piece there. I'm going to start with that piece. No, I'll start with this piece. It should be 66 inches, not quite 66 inches combined. There it is, my tape measure. Damn it, I keep losing everything. Actually, I don't know. With the extra size on the end, how long is this? 67 inches. Still didn't get to 69. Nice. But these two together, you know what? We'll make it 61 even. We'll do 61 even. So this is 44. I will cut. So we need 44 inches plus 16. No, 17. 17 inches. So is this 17 inches? Just over. So I'll cut it down to 17 inches. All right. Because we got 44 plus eyeball it to right there plus right at 17 is perfect. 44 plus 17. That'll leave this just a little bit inside over here. That's perfect. Yeah, 44 plus 17. Perfect. All right. 17 inches. All right. 17. So see, y'all get to watch this whole place grow and come together. It's not just some corporate facility, some industrial warehouse thingy majig. It's a full on like project. So we got 17 plus 44. Then we got 44 plus 17. And mind you, I am the least likely person to be a carpenter. I'm handy enough. I can do stuff. But let this just be a cautionary tale to you kids out there. Like, you can do stuff. Like, you are well capable, more capable even, of doing things than you think. Like, never in a million years did I think, when I was just a wee lad in high school, would I have ever dreamed for even a moment that I was going to be a whiskey man. If you'd have told me that when I was in high school, like, you're going to grow up and be a whiskey guy, you're going to grow up to you're going to own a distillery when you get older, I'd have laughed at you and be like, bitch, I'm going to be an accountant when I grow up. I'm going to be an accountant. I'm going to own a building. I'm going to have a team of accountants working for me. We're going to be rich. I'm going to be a rich motherfucker. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be rich. That's what I would have told you when I was in high school. What's your job going to be? Rich. I'm going to be rich. Never in a million years would I have expected whiskey to be my occupation as a kid. Because that's just crazy. What kid thinks he's going to be a whiskey man? Not me. Maybe Jack Daniels' kid was like, I'm going to grow up. Maybe my kids think they'll be whiskey men when they grow up. I don't know. Okay, so if I make these brackets 16 inches, these are 16 and a half inches wide. This is 16.5. If I make it 16, it'll stop right about a ½ inch from the end. So I'm gonna cut this 2x4 down to 16-inch pieces. And Lisa's gonna come in here in a few days and help me paint this and do stuff to it. Let's see here. Hopefully I have enough to make 16-inch pieces. 1, 2, 3, 61 inches long. 61, that's 15. So I'll make them 15 inches. That'll work. I can do 15 inches. It'll stop about an inch from the end. That'd be perfect, 15 inches. All right. There it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know my way around a speed square. I know my way around I know my way around a circular saw. I'm handy enough, but never would I have guessed I'd find myself building a bar for my distillery. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's perfect. All right. I hope I haven't made a fatal assumption about how this thing is going to come together. Ow. I mean, I should be really good. Oops. All right. Interesting. The fuck was that all about? Huh. Bound up on the inside of that wood. Almost like it hit something. There's nothing in there for it to hit. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to screw these in from this side using those super god nails or screws. But I also need to make sure that this is level on this side. So what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy level. This isn't one that has numbers. So this is 33 inches high. That is 33.5. Okay, so it is. So the top is going to be 33. This is where I want it to be. I want it to be right there. So I'm going to start. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on this side, measure 33 inches up, and make it level across. All right, so there's that one. Now, theoretically at least, if I go 33 inches up on this side, these two lines will be perfectly level. Right? That's how it should work, right? Because 33 inches is 33 inches. Right? All right, I'll be right back. There it is. There's 33 inches. I may need another set of hands to do this, come to think of it. Oops. Motherfuck. All right. So, how the hell am I going to do this? All right. You put on my thinking cap here. I got a couple of ideas. So the first of which would be to nail this, get this bracket put in here, nice and level, like so. Screw it in here. Will this do it? Nope. Unless I dug it in a little bit. Let's cut a little divot out of this one. Yeah, that'll do. And let's see here. That'll do. All right, so if we set this one up here, and then I set that one up here, then I can have these other two here and here, and then put the countertop on top of the outside brackets, and then pull those middle two in to where they need to be. That's how I'll do it. Figured it out. See, I'm not such a complete monkey. I can learn stuff. Might take me a few tries, but I can learn stuff. All right. Call me a bot in chat. That'd be awesome. Look, Old Humble, he a bot. There we go. Beautiful. All right, now, 2 screws on the other side to draw it in. Where are my damn screws at? Oh, there they are. Or 1 screw on the other side to tighten it in. There we go. Right here. Oh, hello. You're a little high, aren't you? Shit. Old Humble, you are a bot. I have it on the wrong mark on this side. It's on the inside mark, which is the wrong mark. I need my pencil. There it is. I mean, it was the right idea, just poorly executed. Maybe I should have done this one first before putting the I did it. Did I get it? All right. Well, what I'll do, either way, this will be the mark on which I base the height of the on which I base the height of the shelf. All right. Here we go. All right. Are you level? Yes, you are. Hot diggity. Humble bot. All right. Now there, this will draw it in. There we go. Tight. Tight! Beautiful. Okay. So, now we do this side where we tie these guys in. So first things first. I really am happy with the way this is coming together. It's coming together really quickly. I did not expect it to come together this fast. All right, now let me think. We do it this way. Yeah, this would be fine. We do it this way. I make it flush with this side. Then this comes off. This comes off. We turn it. And then I just have to gauge over here where it's level, mark it, screw it in, give it a couple of screws over here. Yeah. And then lay it back over here, screw it in there, screw it, done. Then we have all the pieces, and then it's just finishing work from there. So this is what the prep top is going to be. Right here. Turn this piece of wood around. Has some rough edges there. Okay. Sink, 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 sink. One there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 there. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. And then this one goes over here. I'm going to put a little brace under it so it'll be level as well. There. What's up, Cancer Mouse? Yeah, I just don't. I don't like having to have a specialty bit. I've got plenty of Phillips heads, plenty of flat heads, plenty of like normal screw bits. It's just like use regular screw bits, man. Just use regular ones. You don't have to confuse people. You don't have to do stuff like that. Just be normal. Everybody will like you. Well, hang on. Should I do 2 in each? I should. I should put 2 screws in each board. Nope. Just almost screwed up. Almost screwed this up. Because you know what's going to happen when I turn this around? That brace is going to be on that side. So I need this one to be over here. Yep, that's what I need. I need these 2 to be reversed. I almost screwed it up. See? I'm not as smart as you people give me credit for sometimes. Sometimes I am just as dumb as everyone says I am. But sometimes I save it just before tragedy strikes. Sometimes. Not always. But sometimes. All right. Try this. Let's try this again. Okay. There it goes. There we go. It's 1. 2. Sorry, level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Shit. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing this right. Okay. Because that's the back. This is the front. And of course, I'm going to plane it down and sand it down when I'm all done. Or sand it down at least when it's all done. Damn. I wish I was your lover. There we go. one in the middle. All right, now 2 more on each one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one gets nailed in here. Two. See, not every day in the life of a distiller is actually distilling. Some days in the life of the distiller are doing stuff like this. The nitty-gritty stuff that keeps the distillery operational and functioning. And it's the basic needed stuff that my uncle had a restaurant, my wife's uncle, to be specific. He had a restaurant called Cedar Landing here in the Humble area, Tascasita area. And he built the deck outside, and he built the bathroom, and he built the upstairs decks, and the downstairs. I mean, he built like everything in that place. And then they had a hurricane, and the lake came up and took out a good chunk of it, and he rebuilt the bar, and then he did another thing. He rebuilt the deck, and I mean, that dude could build, like, he wasn't a carpenter any more than I am. But he built like everything in that place. And it was really impressive. He's a really impressive guy. As far as, you know, his handy skills and ability to fabricate and make things out of nothing. He's kind of an inspiring figure when you're a young entrepreneurial ding-dong like myself. Just trying to make your way in the world today. Giving it everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries. Yeah, that would help a lot. Ugh, this is a heavy damn tabletop. Holy shit. All right. So this, of course, is not the final resting place because it is not even remotely level. But with a little rusties and a lot of luck, you too can be just like me. Look at this. It looks like a fucking bar. I'm so excited. So exciting. Whew. And you'll note, I haven't made a fatal miscalculation, but it is just a little bit long over here. But that's okay, because when I put in the wall, this is where it's going to go flush to the wall. There's going to be a little gap here anyway, but this is where it'll be flush to the wall. So that's fine. There's a problem, though. It's not going to tie in on this side. It's only going to tie in the middle. So I've got to get a little creative real quick. So what I'm going to do, take this thing, and get creative by tacking it in on this side, and then, oh, that's perfect, in fact. Because what I can do is I can take this, figure out where level is, which is right there. Take this pretty little boy off. Put him over here. Find my line here. It's perfect. It's working out perfectly. Because now this bracket is what's going to hold up the table on this side. So I want to be a longer bracket. I don't need a longer bracket because I've got two more in the middle that are going to hold it up in the middle. And then this is going to be tacked in on this side. Yeah, that should work. I'll probably want to put another 2x4 leg right here though to hold it up because that's a heavy damn table to be held in by 8 screws. Yeah. That'll be fine though. It'll be fine. Get over here. All right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody needs a time to fight. There we go. Now, the moment of truth. Yeah. There we are. There we are. Now, do some drilling. That's what she said. Tape measure. We got 15 inches. No, what was it? 16? 17. 17 inches in. Double check. 17 inches. All right, I'll start from this side over here. 17 inches. From there, 17 inches. And then over here, 17 inches. All right. What happened to my screw? There it is. There it is. Felt it tighten in. Happy as a clam. Awesome. Awesome. I just yelled. I'm sorry. Forget I'm on the microphone sometimes. 2 more. And another. All right. And now, finally, I'm going to try and get one more. Nope, 2 more here. On this side. Ah. There we go. no mas. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a fucking bar now. Hot damn. I need 2 more screws. 3 more screws to get that one down. Oh, no, that's already, is that already down on this? No, it's not. I need more screws on that side and we're set. One, 2, 3. Oh, baby. 4. 2 more. 5. Tell me you love me. Come on. Tell me how much you love me. There you go. Yeah, you love me lots, don't you? Woo, baby. All right. Last thing. This table leg on this side. How tall is that? Where's my tape measure? There it is. This is 33 inches. All right, let me see if I can find a piece of wood that's 33 inches. In the distillery, you dirty kids, you. How long are you? 33? 30 and a half. Not quite 33. You'll do. You'll do nicely. You'll do nicely. All right, 33 inches. Perfect. 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 Need my speed square pencil. Speed square. 33 inches. You know, every time you tune in on a live stream, you get something a little bit different. Whoever thought a whiskey channel or a distillery's channel would be woodworking tube, wood tubes. Wood tubes, is that what it's called? A DIY tube? Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. We're going to put it right there. There it is. Last 2 screws and we're done. Well, we're done with the fabrication part of their show. The only thing left at this point is the finishing. There it is. Booyah! How about that? ZZ Gators after every hurricane? Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Bimbo Barbarella. Welcome to the party. Oh, where's my water? I need to, I'm feeling myself be all non-hydrated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So Nick Nepper, you should brace the bottom of the final leg. Yeah, you think I should? Right here? Probably not a bad idea. Plus I have this scrap. I have that 2x. I have this one over here I could brace. And this one here I should brace. Yeah, I'll brace both of those. Good call, Nick. Thank you. See, eventually we're going to have a wall over here. So eventually this will be braced on the wall. But, you know, for now, probably not a bad idea to go ahead and plumb this up. With a little wood. Probably not a bad idea at all. You want to be where you can see your troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. That was such a great theme song to a great show. And it made every kid, at least in my high school or middle school, want to own a bar. You know, on some level, we all thought we could be Sam. I'm going to have a trouble tying this into this. I could go at a diagonal. I can toenail it in. That won't be a problem. Double check that measurement. Make sure it's good. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So another time, damn thing bound up again. Huh. Need to replace this blade, I think. I think. Bum bum ba dubby dubby dum bum bum blum. All right. Let's go. All right, you're not going anywhere, you son of a bitch. Ha ha! Ugh, where are my nails? Screws are way over there. There they are. Will you go all the way through? No, you won't. I'm going to have to toenail you in here. That's fine. One screw on this side should do the trick. What do you say, Nick? It's a good point. That is a good point. Because we're not moving it far, but we are going to have to move it. And this sumbitch is heavy. There. It's not going anywhere now. Not going anywhere. All right, now I need to brace that one in over there. See if this piece is the right size. Hopefully it's long enough. I can trim it down a little bit. It is. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right, this is going to conclude our programming day. When I get this in, then I got to have the first drink in the new bar. Oh, I got to plumb it, make sure it's plumb. Make sure it's plumb. There we go. All right. That'll do. That will do, pig. Now this one's going to be a little weird, because I got to go through the entire length. It'll bite. It'll do it. It'll do. So it's not structural necessarily. It's just good enough to hold its space. Okay, one more at the bottom. There we go. Now the other side, I only have room for one screw, and it will not bite. So I'm going to have to go at an angle down here. That may not be optimal. That'll do. That's fine. It lifted it up a little bit off the ground because the screw went through all the way through. But that's good. That'll hold it level. That holds it level. Let's see here. We still level? Maybe a little high in the back? No, perfect. Perfectly level. Perfectly level. Perfectly level. Perfectly level. Perfectly level. Awesome. All right. Well, who wants a drink? I'm going to pour myself a drink. It's time. It is that time for the inaugural drink at the bar of the Old Humble Distilling Company. What should we have? I think we'll do rye. We'll have a rye. And tomorrow I'm going to order up a bunch of shot glasses. We'll have shot glasses ready to order or ready to serve. All right. What do we have? Some double oak rye? That's a great idea. There you go, champ. Thanks, barkeep. Cheers. Sawdust. Great drink. Woo! Great drink. Hey, barkeep, you got any waters back there? Why, yes, I do, young man. Here you go. Thanks, brother. Oh, you look thirsty. What have you been doing all day? Ah, well, I built a bar. A whole fucking bar. Using pallet wood mostly and some scrap wood that I had laying around my shop, but it's sturdy and it looks good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty damn good. It'll be serviceable when we open the shop back up in September. Oh, so you're gonna open your shop up in September? That'll be fun. What are y'all gonna do? Well, the idea is we'll have live music on Fridays and football tailgating on Saturdays when the University of Houston football Cougars are playing football in search of their first ever berth in the college championship series. It's going to be a good time, starting the beginning of September. Holy cow, the beginning of September. That's just like a couple of weeks away, right? Actually, it's like 4 days away because this is the 27th. So the 1st of September is just Wednesday. We'll be reopening, yeah, like 7 days this weekend. Friday, the 3rd? We'll probably not be open Labor Day weekend because that's my anniversary. But, we'll have the schedule listed out. And the first days would probably be the 10th and music on the 16th. And it's going to be a good time. Oh, well, hell, I can't wait. That'll be awesome. How do people get tickets for your amazing thing? Well, what's really cool about it is you don't really need tickets. It's free to come and enjoy the music and enjoy the party. And when I'm here on Saturdays, when we have our regular Saturday schedule starting back up, you just be able to come and hang out. We'll be open probably from noon to 3. You'll be able to come and hang out, and then go home and enjoy yourself. It's more space over here to go. Oh, well, that's great to know. I'm glad I found out about this place. What's it called? Well, the place is called the Old Humble Distilling Company, and it is the finest little distillery in all of East Texas. They say they're the official whiskey of cookouts, campouts, good stories, and great friends. And they're right. Every damn time I've had their whiskey, I've had great stories to tell, good friends to hang out with, and almost always, well, it's almost never been a cookout or a campout, but we've always had good friends and great stories. This is the stupidest thing. Well, that's great to hear. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna come hang out in September too. What kind of whiskeys y'all got coming out? Well, glad you asked. Even though I hadn't mentioned that we only make whiskeys, we're gonna have our double oak rye, our straight whiskey, our special reserve, and we're gonna have special edition Ghost Town Bourbon coming out probably in October, and then our Boomtown Bourbon, which just so happens to be ready to go into barrels as soon as the barrels are ready to receive it. The Boomtown Bourbon will be ready by the end of March. We'll have a big launch festival in April. Oh, well, that sounds great. I'm here for it. I can't wait. I can't wait either. This is going to be fun. Cheers to you. And I appreciate the water. Thanks a bunch. Whew. Lord Almighty. All right. What's that bourbon run? The Ghost Town of Boomtown. That's right. I did build it. It did not take a whole lot of time for this bar to come together. Partly because I kind of planned it out. I kind of game planned it. I thought it out in my head about how I want to do it and what I want to do. I've built this thing like 5 times in my head already. But yeah, I mean, it all comes together, and it came together nicely. I gotta say, I'm pleased with how quickly it came together, how easily it came together. I used 2 pallets and some scrap wood. I didn't spend any money on this except for the screws. I'm gonna sand down this top. We're gonna spray paint this down here. I'm gonna sand this down. I'm gonna sand this down and run my plane over it, so it'll be nice and smooth. It will shellac this. We'll put some shellac here, and maybe a seal on here. I don't know if we'll even need to worry about a seal on this one, but we'll definitely need to put a seal on here so it's nice and clear and pretty, and it does. doesn't absorb any alcohols or anything like that. On this one, we'll put some, this countertop, we'll put some shellac to seal it so that it doesn't absorb any wood or anything, or liquids or anything like that. But, you know, maybe paint this, maybe give it a clear coat or something. There's a little rough spot here. You know, sand it down, put a coat of paint on the outside. Try to put my logo over here, maybe. The Old Humble Distilling Company logo. That would look nice. I mean, we just got a little bit of finishing work to do. But for the most part, yeah, you're right. A little over 90 minutes. A little over an hour and a half, we have ourselves a bar. Just like that. It's amazing how easily things can come together. I mean, this was kind of an intimidating concept in my head. This is probably the biggest thing I built outside of this wall over here. Outside of that wall, this is probably the biggest thing that I've built in the distillery. And this is a thing that we're going to use. This is a functional and necessary a thing that it's not just cosmetic. But the Boomtown and the Ghost Town. Let me tell you about the Boomtown Bourbon and the Ghost Town Bourbon. Our Ghost Town Bourbon, well, you know, bourbon comes clear. Bourbon is introduced into the world clear. There's no color to whiskey when it comes off the still, right? Right. So, we're going to have, here it is. We're going to have, in April, we will be re-releasing our Boomtown Bourbon. Our Boomtown Bourbon is the first bourbon we ever made. The first bourbon we ever made, and very much the reason that we have a distillery. See that bourbon, Ron? See that? That is our Boomtown Bourbon. A traditional Kentucky-style, tri-grain bourbon whiskey, corn, malted barley, rye. That's what's going into these barrels. Right here, well, I'll show you this barrel. I don't want to pick up those because they're heavy as fuck. That's what's going into these barrels. I have a whole bunch of these barrels down here, 10 of them. I have 2 more that are going to get filled with this Boomtown Bourbon, which will give us about 35 cases in March, at the end of March, and the beginning of April. But in the intervening time span between now and April, I'll release a special edition Ghost Town Bourbon. Our Ghost Town Bourbon is going to be the same bourbon, the Boomtown Bourbon, that literally just goes through the barrel long enough for it to be called bourbon. I'll have basically a hole in the top and a hole in the bottom. It'll go in and come out, and it'll be bourbon. But it'll be white, like White Dog, practically White Dog whiskey. But we're going to sell it with a charcoal of oak from the barrel mill. And you can take that charcoal of oak, put it in your bottle. This is what it'll look like. Crystal clear, crystal clear. This is what it'll look like. You put that charcoal of oak in the bottle, and it'll immediately start aging. You'll see the color start to bloom out from that charcoal, and it'll start to fill the bottle. Over the course of about 10 days, you'll have whiskey of the same profile and texture as our Boomtown Bourbon finished. If you wait longer, if you give it another 7 or 8 days, you'll have a much deeper, richer, darker color, and it'll continue to age, and it'll continue to get darker, and it'll continue to pull flavor out of that charcoal. And if you go, if you start pulling off the bottle, as you drink it, it'll continue to change, and it'll continue to age, and it'll age faster every time you take a drink. So every time you take a drink, you're going to get a different whiskey. And that'll be our Ghost Town, available in October. We're only going to have a few cases of it. to bridge the gap between late October and February. Because then in March, at the end of March, we're going to have our Boomtown. And that'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of the line for the Ghost Town Bourbon. No more. A very limited edition, very limited run. We'll still have a few bottles of it here, but it's not something that we're going to keep in production, I don't think. But we'll see. I don't know. Big Stick. Your bottle of Big Stick bourbon has matured very nicely with an oak stave. Oh, cool. Yeah, same concept, same idea. I've never heard of Big Stick, but yeah, basically the same idea. I'm really fucking proud of this. I did good. I did real good. Lisa will be happy. Lisa will be very happy. What time is it? All right. Well, guys, it is 6:30. It's about time for me to wrap this up because I got to go home and eat dinner. I haven't had lunch yet. I'm very proud of the work I've done today. This is very good shit. This almost gives me enough confidence to start building my wall, doing my build out over here. Almost gives me enough confidence. Almost. I'm not quite there yet. Is Big Stick MKT? Does MKT make Big Stick? They're veterans, if I'm not mistaken. I've never heard of Big Stick, but I've heard of MKT. All right. All right. Oh, it's not MKT. Okay. Cool. A different distillery here in the Houston area. Very cool. I'm going to send a quick text over to Lisa. I'm going to send a text over to Lisa, tell her to tune into the show. Oops. Copy link. Garrison. Oh, the Garrison Funk. I thought you were, when you said Garrison Funk, I thought you meant the Funk in Garrison Brothers whiskey. I didn't know you meant like there was actually a whiskey called Garrison Funk. I didn't know that's what you meant. All right. So Lisa usually serves as bartender when we're doing our lives on Friday nights. I do the music. I do the show. I do the broadcast stuff. In fact, I could build another one of these as a broadcast booth pretty fucking easy. For what that's worth. Put my computer here. Just have a little just a little booth. I could absolutely build another one of these as a broadcast booth. In fact, I think I'm going to build another one of these as a broadcast booth. But she usually serves as the bartender. She specifically requested the 30-inch tabletop, 33-inch tabletop. She specifically requested this. I was just going to leave it like this, but she's like, "No, I need something at waist height so I can make drinks." I'm like, "Well, you're not always going to be the one making drinks. I don't want to be stooped over making drinks." She's like, "No, this is the size table we need to make drinks." I'm like, "Oh, Oh, well, that makes sense. And it makes sense. This is the perfect table to have drinks. The whiskey's here. I mean, this is the perfect size table. You're standing up. This is perfect. This is right at hip level. It's absolutely perfect. She was 100% right. Uh, at the okay. Garrison Brothers, many Texas whiskeys have a funk. Oh, I see what you're saying. The MKT has the Garrison funk that you were talking about. I see what you're saying. Um, but anyway, what I was saying is, she generally when she's here for the Friday nights, she almost always takes over the bar. She kicks me out. And she tells me not to touch anything, not to mess with anything, so I can come over here and I can mess with the music and I can do the broadcast and I can monitor chat and do all the stuff over here. And we swap back and forth, but she almost always runs me out of the bar, chases me right out, which is, I mean, I'm not complaining. I like to be in the bar and give people my whiskey, but um, I mean, you're not really going to find me complaining too much about not being able to be a bartender. I really enjoy the tech stuff and doing all the stuff over there. So this, I sent her the message so she can jump in on the stream and see what we built. And now the next step of the process of finishing it, of actually sanding it down, shellacking the top, putting a good coat on it to make it nice and clean. We still have a lot of work to do to finish the bar, but god damn, it looks good. It feels good to have a bar. This feels good. Very happy with what we've done today. Very happy with the work we've done. I've done. Very happy with the work I've done. I'm going to give myself a tendonitis patting myself on the back. All right, so do I need to bring this home? No, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave this here at the distillery for now, at least. We're still putting in some wood floors at the house, but I think I'm probably going to use this here more times than I'm going to use it at home over the next few weeks. It's probably good just to keep it here and keep it out of the way. I mean, it's in the way here, because I don't use it every day here, but when it's at home, it's just sitting in the garage, and I don't really have a workshop space at the house. Not that I really have a workshop space here, but here, at least, is an entire workshop all the time. See if she ever tunes in. She usually gets my text when I send them to her. Maybe not always right away. I want to see her reaction. Come on, Lisa. Look at what we did. Look at what I did. Tell me you're proud of me. Give me validation, woman. I live for your approval. Now, when I build my production booth, I actually might rip these boards off and turn them into a tabletop, because I really only need about 40 inches. All I need is space for my soundboard and my computer, which really can be just two pallets on either side and a little shelf right here in the middle. I don't need a whole lot of space when it comes to the production booth. I mean, it can literally be just this, which is the size of a pallet, a regular pallet. So when I build my production booth, it probably will be just 2 pallets or 1 pallet wide and 2 half pallets on either side. And then I'll take the crossboards of another pallet, rip them out, and use it to build a little tabletop right here, because that's really all I'm going to need when it comes to a production booth. For this, though, I wanted something a little sturdier for the tabletop. I didn't want the cheap pallet wood for a tabletop. I wanted something just a hair sturdier, and that includes the plywood. I feel like the plywood, this plywood tabletop is a lot sturdier than the boards that I would have had for the tabletop had I ripped off the plywood. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad suggestion to rip the plywood out. But I think as it is, it's sturdy enough, and it's going to serve me very well for the foreseeable future. Anyway, Wednesday night, topical conversation. Not sure what it is. Maybe we'll do another cocktail episode. Maybe we'll do some kind of sciencey shit. I don't know. Give me some suggestions on what to do for our Thursday night show, or our Wednesday night show. I don't know what to do yet. It occurs to me that I'm yelling too. Sorry about that. Give me some ideas for a Wednesday night show. Not sure what the topic's going to be. I mean, usually I don't really have a topic until Tuesday anyway. Maybe it's time to give that update on the militia. The militia episode update show. Maybe, I don't know. I do have, let's see here, do I have doobie doobie doobie? Do I have a doobie doobie doo? Oh no, I don't have it up here anymore. I have a hunk of wood that I would like to attempt to have a project made, but I don't have that hunk of wood here. I do have that hunk of wood at the house, so I'm going to have to bring that hunk of wood up here to work on that project. Ow. And basically, it's a proof of concept to see if I can make shot glasses out of a curtain rod dowel without destroying curtain rod wood. You know, because oh, hello. Just had a big damn bird fly right down the creek. Wow. Lisa, look at what I built. Look, Lisa. Lisa, look what I built. Look, Lisa, look. I'm so excited. Short person shelf to do the drinks on. 33 inches right here, 33 inches. Ice shelf as requested. See? And just to prove it, that it's not appreciably higher. This table, 33 inches. This is 33 inches. This table right here, 33 inches. This is 30, well, it's 33 at the bottom of this board. It's almost 34 at the top. 33 inches, 33 inches, 34 inches. See, I listen to things that people say. I'm not a complete ogre. I did it. I did exactly as requested. And I was telling them earlier that you were 100% right. This is a perfect height for prepping. Perfect height for prepping drinks. And the first drink that was had at my bar, a shot of double oak rye. I'm so excited. No, you are amazing. You are. All right, so I'm going to put these away. I'm going to charge these back up. But there's a project that I'm working on, a concept that I'm working on, off and on with the project. But I have a curtain rod, one of those curtain rod dowels, and I think if I cut them into like 2-inch chunks, you know, if I cut the curtain rod, you know, it's an 1.25 inches. I'm holding my hand up over here off camera. You can't see it. It's an 1.25 inches round. I can cut it into 2-inch segments, like so. Take this Forstner bit, which is an 1.25 inches, and just hollow it out. I should be able to make shot glasses out of those curtain rods. Seal them with some kind of epoxy or shellac or food grade something or other. Put our logo on it, and we have shotties, little homemade shotties. Bye, Lisa. Enjoy Lyle. Love it. I did say you were right, Lisa, but don't let it go to your head. That's only going to be the one time. But ice bucket there, bottles here, glassware here, service table there. This came together nicely, quite nice. And again, it's not perfect. It's kind of has a little bit of a drop down over here, but just, you know, we're talking 1/8 of an inch maybe, not a huge problem. I'm gonna do something real quick, help clean this thing up. Watch your ears, kids. All right, I unplugged it. We're good. We're good. Everything I need to do right there. It's just covered in dust. I need to get that dust off of there. That is, by the way, the killer app for cleaning. Brooms work really well, but that gets most of the dust and garbage out of here really fast. All right, folks, I think it's time to wrap this up. I got dinner on the stove waiting for me. Dinner on the stove waiting for me. Good woman's arms to go home to. And I think I'm going to do that. Let's go over to the other camera. Let's go see camera 2. All right. So the lesson to be learned today is to not count yourself out. You're capable of doing more than you think you're capable of doing. And to, you know, take that risk, take that chance, make that effort to do that thing that you didn't think you were able to do. And, you know, next thing you know, 105 minutes later, boom, you have a bar. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, thank you for tuning in, having this time with us. You can find us on all the social medias, Twitter, TikTok, of course, here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, any others I'm leaving out, Twitch. Subscribe, like, follow, share. Tell your friends, find us at a bar. Go to your local watering hole, request us by name. Go to your local apothecary, ask for us. Tell them to carry us. Tell them to call our distributor, whatever you need to do. And wherever 2 or 3 of you gather with our whiskey, I will be there in spirit. Be awesome to each other. Think with your whole brain. Love with your whole heart. Till next time, cheers. We'll see you. See you soon. Bye-bye.